Next, let's talk about the barbell reverse lunge. So the difference between a stationary lunge, a forward lunge, or a reverse lunge is we're going to be taking a step backwards every time and then pushing our hips back forwards through each lunge position. So as we go through that lunge position though, form a technique, try to get that stance started, right? Same thing as our stationary lunge, right? About shoulder width apart, maybe slightly outwards or slightly in. Never want to be in line through these as well. Want to be sure that we do have that stability every single time. Again, same thing every time that we take that step backwards though through the reverse lunge, right? We're thinking about trying to get that same step distance every single time, trying to get about 90 degrees with this stance, and then on the way back up as well, being able to push off that back foot / drive through that front foot to be able to get to starting position every time, okay? When we take the bar off and get ready though, still pulling those, the bar into your shoulders, driving those elbows down into your rib cage, just like you do through a squat. So make sure that you stay stable, try to pull those shoulders back as well, engage that core, squeeze those glutes through this one as well. Difference between a stationary lunge and a reverse lunge as well. When we're going through that motion, we are actually gonna push our hips back into a bit of a hinge first, and allowing for that chest to go a little bit more over top of that knee in the front side. So that way when we're going forward, right, reverse lunge, we're trying to target those hamstrings and those glutes a little bit more than the quads. Stationary lunges are trying for those quads. For the reverse lunge, okay, so hips back first to engage that movement, taking that step backwards, going down through that lunge, having that chest still over top of that leg, and standing right back up, okay? So let's go ahead and talk through one again with that bar on the back. Pulling those elbows in, driving those elbows down into the rib cage, take your steps out, give yourself enough room. From here, again, taking the step back first by hinging, taking that step, getting a nice distance away, so that way when you get down, chest is over top of that knee, we have a nice hinge at those hips, and then we're gonna drive and push through that heel on the front side foot, all the way through, drive those hips forward as if you're doing a hinge, and then coming all the way back with that foot towards the start.